This is Doc and Deanne from Peddling Profits. Everything in the video you've seen today was all free. I don't know if you guys remember the video that we picked up all the free office supplies and equipment and some tables, cabinets, but the same lady, this is our third trip up to her place. She's got an attic to clean out. We're going to go check out what she has. There's going to be more than just what she has up in the attic. Yeah, right now she's sorting through it all, and like I said, she's been a pretty good connection to have to come clean out things. She keeps calling us and works out good. It's close to home and good things we can resell, and of course we got some things that we threw away, but pretty good deal. The building is built in the 1920s. I got a really cool elevator. We'll try to get that videotape. While we're after we're done taking our second load, the place where we're at, the lady said that she can authenticate this Louis Vuitton. I've had it for several years. Just haven't taken the time to see if it's real or not. Still sell it to the lady that's going to authenticate it. Doc said just sell it to her. Like I said, we won't have any problems. We won't have any problems, and it's been sitting in the garage, what, 3 years? 4 years. So it's I just got rid of a bunch of clothing. We're kind of cleaning up our storage area because we just keep getting loads after loads, and I don't know, I had the dresses for the $155, $185 price tags and up, wedding gowns. I'll show a picture of it. I put in the buy sell marketplace, and I just got rid of it for $25. But they had to take it all. Of course, everybody wanted the evening gowns, and just take the whole rack of clothes just to get it out of our way. They've been sitting for a couple of years, and we'll sell some clothing.
Nobody bought it last year.
Yeah, nobody bought it last year. The garage sale. I mean, one person would buy an evening gown, and another reseller came in and bought some T-shirts, but I didn't want to feel like messing with it.
Not worth it.
Yeah, it's not worth the hassle and all that. I mean, yeah, if we would have waited and did it, we probably got pretty good money out of it. But there's some things you just look at as like, just get it going. So.
Didn't pay hardly for it at all.
Yeah, we didn't pay anything. We got all that at the weigh and pay. So I think I had $20 in it. Sold a few things online. Got a couple $100 for it, and I just don't want to take the time. It's not laziness, I guess. It's just I just don't want to deal with it. Don't want to mess with it. We're here. And up we go.
Quick, huh? Right?
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
I'll swear to it, too. I'll testify. For 3 years. That's all.
This is our second haul. And some really, really old baskets, ladders, stereo, speakers. We have to go through all this.
Bond Foundry.
What is it?
Bond Foundry and Machine Company.
Casters are nice on it. Let me help you. Here's a cool thing here. Projector. Got one more load. Two more loads, I'm sorry. We ended up getting this stainless steel sink out of the attic. Let's see. I'll look her up. I know on local they're going for like 300. I gotta clean it up. Pretty decent shape. We got an old crate, giant coffee filters, a bunch of brand new thank you bags, a hitch, we can use that in the garage, these really old baskets, there's some more stereo speakers, the older ladders, the woman like for crafts, electrical, oh gosh, what's that say, it's a Hudson. Looks like tools and miscellaneous. Rollers. Espresso maker, I did look in that, it's there. We use this big bin, roll things around. That's ours. Various tools and this commercial pot, how big they are. We got 2 of those. They're really big. We had to figure out what that goes to. Yes, tall. That's where we're putting all our. Yeah, there we go. That's how big it is. That's a full-size trash can. Lighting. You guys can read that. I'm gonna open it up. Full. Is that the owner's manual? Base X. Screen's 8 foot, right? Oh, there it is. How it does that. It's got a remote. Look at the first page. I'm gonna. Oh, this was free. Couldn't wait to see this. We're gonna have to wait till another video to put this up.
Yeah, it's getting dark.
Doesn't see it. Oh, this in here.
Down there, the box.
Oh, the box is down in there. Huge, isn't it? Big mirror. Like I said, this here you hook up to your electric if you have an RV or a boat. We also got a box full of little papers and paperwork. There's a couple newer books, it looks like, in here. Posters. And we also got some roofing cement. 2 barrels of that. So that'll go up for sale locally. People still do buy in the rain. Meet somebody here. Sell a couple stools. At 65, asked me to take 50, so we're going to go ahead and take 50. At $2 a piece in them, so 4 and the 50 ain't bad. So that deal's done. A lot of times, you know, you hold on to something, try to get top dollar for it, and don't have any money in it, it's time to just get rid of it. You know, just like I said yesterday about the clothes, yeah, if you would have waited and list each one and the time to do that, we get so much free stuff. And when we buy something, it's not that we don't pay up for things. We will pay up for things, but our investment is going to have to be pretty high. I mean, huh? Or fast, yeah.
We usually don't pick up, we don't sell clothing. We don't, all the things everybody talks about on YouTube all the time that everybody knows about and everything. We just pick up just things that most people don't even think about.
And then they don't know how to price right when they do, right? They pick it up, they don't know how to price it right, or don't know what they have. And there's nothing wrong with people selling clothing and video games. It's just not our style, and we have before. When eBay first started, I first started eBay back before it was eBay. You spend $1 or make $20, $25 all day long. I guess you have to kick that same mentality over. At least we have. If you spend $1 now or $2 now, you have to as the same products. Now, you know, we like to spend $1 or $2 and make 50 and up. And they're still out there. Knowing what to look for, changing with the times, but it's out there.
We don't want to spend $50 on an item to make $100, even though that's good money. Most of our stuff is long tail. It's vintage stuff. It's not fast.
No.
So we don't want that $50 tied up. We don't care if we tie it up $2 and $3 items and let it sit for who cares how long.
Yeah, because it all adds up. It all comes in. I mean, you might not have so many items up that you have very little money into. Those long tail items will sell. When I was 4 years old, my grandma and grandpa worked at the Salvation Army down in Canton, and they used to put the stuff away, and I remember going there and helping, going down there a lot and learning about the old toys and things back then, and geez, and I thought, you know, I just was always fascinated with all the old stuff and seeing what people paying for then out of necessity, not out of buying and reselling, and kind of popped in my mind then, you know, 4, 5, 6 years old, you know. And then by the time 1975, 76 came along, you know, we were getting all these things from Grandma and Grandpa, records and all these old stuff. About 1975, 76, I was 13, 14 years old, and we were friends with some people that had a wrecking company, and the train stopped right there at their company, and we would take the aluminum cast, or I guess the forms from there. There'd be aluminum left in there, and we get 55-gallon drums of aluminum and get 6 barrels, and we get $110 a barrel. Well, that's 13, 14 years old. So, you know, scrapping and stuff like that, and you're 13, 14 years old and making 110, you got 2 barrels, $220 a week on Saturday. You know, we were out doing that. I mean, it was definitely things back then when we were supposed to, stay home and not work at home with the kids, which is, it was just great. You know, I got to do that with my kids, and wouldn't have any other way. I mean, I don't even know what a 9-to-5 job is. Yeah, I think as far as women, showing more videos, you know, I don't know why there's not more of them. You know, I don't know if they're more reserved, or as far as women doing this, you know, it's more acceptable than back then. I mean, geez, you hung with the scrap guy, or you bought and sold things, you know, it was really rough before the internet, from auction to auction, and a lot of people didn't take you serious. So nowadays is a lot better. Of course, back when I was doing it, there was no apps, there was no eBay. I remember we had the auction 2 times a week, an antique sale at the auction house that we had, and owned and run. And when eBay came out, you know, my husband at the time says, you know, there goes the auction houses, and boy, do we take advantage of that. You know, I said it's more acceptable now, you know, like dumpster diving, stuff like that. I just don't think anything of it. You know, I've gotten made fun of over the years, like, how can you make money of this, that, and when you go to buy something, you go buy a farmhouse, or you go pay cash for something, you know, they kind of pay attention then. But, you know, people do change over your lifetime. You know, when I was first married, no kids, you know, you have different goals and you save for different things, you bought different things. And have kids, those priorities change and what you want out of life. And then once the kids are, you know, graduated from school, then your priorities kind of change again, what you want and don't want. But you know, we just always believed in cash. When we first started out, no, our first home wasn't cash, our first farm wasn't cash, but, you know, we had a good chunk of down payment through reselling. The business is with reselling. You know, as I'm getting older, we're still doing the hustle. We're still doing the hustle. Doc's still doing the hustle. You know, we're up there in age. I'm 57. Doc's 52. And, you know, it keeps you in shape. You know, if you get out there and do it. You know, a lot of people don't believe that we get a lot of free stuff, or hardly pay anything. We get it dirt cheap. I mean, it's usually under $2, sometimes a lot less, and that $2 turns into 50, 60, 75, 100 or more sometimes. Or, you know, we'll pay up for some items, but it's got to be worth our time to put it on. Each item would be different, turn 5 or 10 or 120 and 125. But we just don't go out and spend like $50, do we, on a single item to make 100, when we can turn around and basically do the same thing with a couple dollar item to make our 50 or 75 off of.
There's low down and we don't want to spend a lot of time packing.
Yeah.
Or taking pictures and cleaning out.
And if we get new stuff too, it's got to be quick. Get a load. We'll get a load of something in the van. I mean, we'll get a load that's either dirt cheap, and we'll pay. I call it the hustle inside the hustle. If we get everything for free or whole van load for $10, you know, why not list those to 25 a piece to source what you have in your house, but also the free stuff you got. We got over 150 games for free. That's all the pieces there. We don't know. They are worth money? I don't know. And we find a lot on Craigslist. Believe it or not, when people say Craigslist is dead, in this area it is not dead. You guys probably can't see this. It's getting dark out. I mean, right here. Got those out of the dumpster. Sold them locally. $12 a piece. $14 for the bigger ones. I don't know how many we sold already. We have pretty many. We sold over half. It took 10 minutes to get it. 20 minutes to clean them up. I mean, there's so much out there. You just have to look for it. If you're not able to, that's fine. Start with something in your house, or have a friend or somebody go pick up some free things. And it's just like the food videos I made. All the wasted food that people throw away and these national companies throw away. Well, people are the same way. They throw perfectly good stuff away. I mean, they either want it out of the house, they're moving, they're redecorating, they're changing the living room around, or whatever, they're cleaning the garage out. All these records. I quit counting, over 1,000. I got 3 more boxes in the car. Free. Just want it gone. I mean, are all of them be worth money? No. If there's a couple in there, fine. We don't know. So I take time to go through stuff and look at it and put the rest in the garage sales or donate and have for our tax write-off. And like I said, I got 2 or 3 more boxes in there. I know a lot of people, like I said, just don't believe that we get so much free stuff. It's just, why spend the money on things when you can, like I said, source a lot of stuff that's free. And like I said, the gluten cleaners help out too. This is how we do it. There's no right way or wrong way. We live very frugally. I've seen so much, I call it junk. You got expensive junk and you got, the cheap junk. I've seen so much go through my hands throughout the years that it doesn't mean anything. Material things never really meant anything to me or to Doc. I made fun of a lot doing this ever since I was a kid, ever since I was 10, 11 years old. Doing this, what's a girl doing out there scrapping, getting those, all that aluminum cast and putting in a $55 drum, going down to, and cashing in. Well, that's pretty good money back then for a kid. You gotta have all this stuff in your blood. You really do. When people say they have a feeling, if you have that feeling, you'll start getting that feeling more and more and more. And that's when you got the fever. You got that feeling, It'd be very rare that you're wrong on your feelings. But that's what you call in your blood. Like I said before, Doc and I are not trying to be arrogant, and we don't know everything. We don't. It's just been in it for all these years. You learn to do things that work for you. I mean, would you rather get something on sale for $10, or would you rather, get it for free, or, and not, like I said, all our stuff is not free, but a general proportion, so return on investment's really good. I mean, really good. And don't get me wrong, yes, it takes time to clean these up, time to go through this. I mean, you go to an auction, one of these days here, hopefully it won't happen, but Doc and I won't be able to go out and do this. We won't be able to haul this in, that we might be in front of a computer, which is nothing wrong with that, and sourcing things that way. But why we're able, and the exercise and the things that we can lift in this, it keeps you in shape, and why not do it? We network with a lot of resellers here locally, not so much online. They kind of don't get us, I guess. I mean, to be honest, if they don't get it. And like I said, as far as dumpster diving, man, I still do it. I just see it all these videos. Not so much in our town we live in, the smaller communities, but these bigger communities. I tell you what, they're locking and loaded it. So all you guys are dumpster diving out there, whether you do your videos or not, that's up to you guys, but take advantage of it while you can, because it ain't going to be long before everything's going to be locked up. Like I said, we're not trying to criticize any other resellers or people on YouTube, because, you know, everybody has their thing, what works for them. Like I said, when it comes to fourth quarter, we are so far staying away from that, because, you know, we did that for years, just got out of it. And so when it comes to fourth quarter, now we're not chasing stores or online and trying to buy the hottest action figure or toy. You know, we did that when Amazon was really, really super hot. Not that it's not hot now, but back in the day. And, you know, Doc and I just don't really care for Amazon. We don't care what they stand for. You know, do we still put stuff on Amazon? Yes, not as much. It's not a priority to us. Like I said, on fourth quarter, we take it easy and just, we get into groups and watch the YouTubers on there, you know, hey, that's a great score, this and that, and we just stay far from it. But that's just us. Like I said, we did it before, and, you know, you change your business plan sometimes, and sometimes you don't, and you live and learn, and it changes. Your whole reselling changes. As the markets grow, new things happen. Like I said, when eBay and Amazon and Etsy come along, you got to be able to adjust. You have to, or you're going to sink. You're going to sink good. Like I said, we're not trying to sound arrogant or like we know it all, because we don't, and we're not arrogant. We're really down to earth people. I mean, I've been doing this for, oh gosh, 41 years. When I was 16, I started getting a paycheck. When you're legally allowed to get a check from auctions and from reselling things at auctions. There was no internet to sell things. So I actually started counting when I was 16, when it was 1978, 77, something like that. And you actually got a paycheck. You know, you took stuff into auctions, from one auction to the other auction, you sold things, and, you know, finding things different places, and took them to auctions and got money. The one thing I do like about the reselling is you're always learning, constantly looking at the cool stuff, and, you know, it's what we like, and not a day go by I don't learn something. You know, it keeps the mind fresh. Pretty neat place. Definitely like a lot of the architectural work in many places. I really appreciate the craftsmanship. It picks us up a lot. Oh, the day that was going to praise my hat is not open yet. Oh, I didn't know I should have brought them in here to you. That I've had for so long. They're kind of like this style right here. And
how old are they? How old?
2.
Ah. Sometimes people go, oh, 20.
Oh,
it's just because. And there's still some time. I mean, I'm gonna have to like look into it and do a little bit of investigating.
Well, I couldn't find the pattern at all, so that gave me a red flag.
Somebody could have made this.
And I didn't see any numbers, and
you know, Louis Vuitton, especially old vintage.
Yeah.
The way that label's put in.
Right. That's what I thought too, because I can't find this pattern anywhere. It's got to be a knockoff.
Yeah.
It's got to be a
like,
knockoff.
see that? It's cute as heck, though. I mean, we could.
Louis Vuitton hat was fake, but we got it free and to clean out. Like and subscribe if you want to see more videos.